All right, everybody, so today I'm going to build a new place to put my containers, because ever since this happened, I can't leave the containers on that broken down picnic table. So what I need to do is build something that I can put them on, something elevated. And I have this area right here that I can totally use, and I think I've come up with an idea that should work. It's not going to be all fancy and, you know, all that and the bells and whistles, but it's going to be bare bones, and it should work just fine to get your containers up off the ground and in a dedicated area. So let's knock that out. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the cinder blocks in. I've got them 3 high. So when I put the boards on and then I put the plants and the containers on top, they're gonna be about right here. So the plants will be up here, which means I don't have to do a lot of bending over to get to the container garden. Which, you know, those of you that have bad backs understand, hey, the less you bend out here, the better. So that's why I'm doing 3 high. I think that'll be a perfect height for my height. And yeah, so now just got to measure everything the first time, the correct time, so I don't have any miscuts like I do on everything else, and knock this thing out. Okay, and there you have it. A raised container frame, container garden frame. I used cinder block 2x8 by 8. Then I had to cut them off at 6 feet to get them into this little area. And now I'm gonna screw in these corners to create a good solid frame right here, and then load it up. We're done, super easy. Now I will probably put another set of supports right here. This is treated wood, so it's going to last a long time, but still it's going to be a lot of weight right here over this longer gap, as opposed to these that only have about a 4-foot gap. This has actually more of a 5-foot gap, so the weight's going to really take its toll on this over time. So I'll put another set of supports right here in the near future. But this is it. So now screw it in, get her done. Okay, everybody, there we go. We got them in. Now I put all my peppers right here, except for this one. This one's on this side. These are my olive trees. The onion experiment, which as you can see is going nuts. This is the jalapeno experiment, and see if I can zoom in on that. And we have new life on this plant already, so that's awesome. But peppers. Fig tree. Here's an update on my fig tree cutting that I did last year. It survived the winter in the garage, and look at it, it's starting to come on. Now for fig trees, I put all, let me get out of here, I'll shadow here. For fig trees, I put all the fig trees together. So I have 5 fig trees right here, and they're all next to each other, which they need in order to self-pollinate. Now, as you can see, which I just saw when I was moving them, I already have figs growing. That is crazy. Look, 1, I thought there were 2. Okay, there we go. 2 right there, and then on this one I got 2 more little babies, little baby ones right there, starting to come out on this tree. This is a BA-1 fig that I got from Panzanella. Oh, right there. No, yeah, Panzanella citrus down in Lake Jackson 2 years ago. And this thing is just, it doubled its size last year, and I think it'll continue. As we move down, these are all the citrus. All of these are citrus trees, and they all need to be up potted, which I'm going to do a video on that very soon, because as you can see from the Calamandan tree, I've got this big old huge tree in this little tiny bucket. So this will be a video that's coming very soon, because I have a lot of plants that need to be up potted, and I'll explain what up potting is in that video in case you don't know. I do have 3 containers still out here. I will probably leave these out here. I don't really have anywhere to put them over there, but that's all right. They're good here. Now this is the pepper, the topping or don't top experiment that I did a few months ago. And here's an update on that one. This one is the one I topped, and look at all that growth coming off of it already. This is the one that I did not top, and it's just really not doing much yet. I mean, there's some new life right here, but so far, if I was to grade this experiment, this one is the one that's doing the best so far. So we'll see. Okay, everybody, so that's it. This took me about 40 minutes to do everything. Moving all the bricks back here, the wood, cutting the wood, moving all the containers off that broken down picnic table, and getting them over here. Now, I did leave myself enough room in there that if I wanted to do like a small center piece, I could. It'd have to be something really small, probably like a 3x3 frame inside there, which is basically the size of a pallet. So I might do an elevated pallet stand too. I just thought of that. So who knows? But anyway, hey, hope everyone enjoyed this video. The moment that the picnic table broke or fell down on its own, I had to immediately go into what am I going to do with all those containers, because last year I had all the containers on the picnic table in this exact same spot. I had moved the picnic table out because I wanted to use this area for something else, but hey, it's a garden. You got to roll with it, adapt and overcome, right? So built this. Again, super simple. I used 12 cinder blocks. I don't know the dimensions on the cinder blocks. I think it's 16 by 8 by 8, I believe, or 8 by 8 by 16, I think. 12 of those. The boards, I had to buy them in 8-foot boards. They didn't sell them in 6-foot. I wish they did, but it is what it is. I cut them down to 6 foot and then screwed them in to make it a good solid frame, and that base is good. It's not going anywhere. Again, I will add a center support beam, because if you saw what I just put on that center one, it's going to be a lot of weight, especially when I start up potting all those plants, all those pots, and getting them going. So that's it, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, if you liked the video, if you learned anything from the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and share the video. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram, Down Home Backyard Gardening. And as always, everyone, shine bright and harvest hard. Bye. Cinder blocks and 2 by 8 by 8s, or 2 by 10, yeah, 2 by 8 by 8s. Then I had to cut them off at 6 feet to get them.